you're an Aquarius that's with a Scorpio, or Scorpio that's with an Aquarius, then this is for you, and we're going to do a tarot reading for you guys based on this week, so this should be really interesting. I'm using my Giant Rider-Waite Tarot and my Mini Rider Tarot, so it should be really fun. Okay, let's do this. Also, for a quick second, if you guys want to like and subscribe to this channel, then I'd really appreciate it, and let me know any other sign combinations you want me to do first, because since this is going random selecting, I have no control over what it's going to choose, so I'm just going to go down the line, and if you guys are like waiting for your sign to come up and it's just taking too long, then just let me know in the comments, and I'll totally do your guys' first, because I want to hear from you guys, and I want to do what you guys want, so there's no sense in waiting, you know. Just let me know what combinations you guys want first. Like, oh, I'm a Gemini with the Pisces, do me. I'll totally do it, so just let me know. Scorpio and Aquarius. This is Scorpio and Aquarius, the couple's energy. Alright. This is at the bottom of the deck. Page of Swords. So whenever I see the Page of Swords, I think it's kind of a defiant energy. So I actually did a reading for you guys earlier too, and I got similar cards. Now the Ace of Pentacles tells me that there's some kind of opportunity for a job, possibly just a money, you know, a wealth or material gain coming in for both of you, one or both of you. And for the most part, that's a good thing, is what I think and feel. The Hermit and the Page of Wands, those are totally different cards, and so basically it's like there's a imbalance, I feel like. Like, this energy is wanting to be, you know, alone in solitude and isolation, and this is wanting to go out and experience life and kind of just, you know, it has a zest for life. So I feel like these energies are you guys, like, you know, one of you is one of these, because with Aquarius and Scorpio, this is probably the Aquarius energy, this is probably Scorpio energy. One of you is feeling like, or both of you are embodying this kind of, you know, opportunity, so that's a good thing. Now here you go again with the air, so this could be Aquarius too. It's like you guys are kind of being immature about this. I feel like there's some issue going on, and it just needs to be solved, because it's kind of just petty, you know what I mean? The reason I say that, you guys, is because the Page of Swords, whenever I see the Page of Swords, I always think it's kind of like a defiant energy, kind of like a, I'm gonna do my thing, and like, I don't really care, you know, just decimal, like, you know, I'm just doing me, and I don't really care what anyone else thinks. So, that's not something that we really want in a relationship, is it? Because you guys, like, have potential to have this together. Maybe you can do it together. Maybe you can, you know, it can come together, and it's like one of you is being more mature. I feel like one of you is kind of just, you know, looking over things and kind of feeling it out and figuring out what it is you need to do, and kind of like going over the basic details and all the steps. And one of you is just kind of like, I'm trying to like go have fun and whatever, you know, because the Pages are very young or immature energy. So whoever, maybe it's both of you, maybe it's one of you, but I feel like it's one of you, and I feel like the other one is the Hermit energy, so kind of embodying those two energies. And there's you know, an imbalance here. So give me Scorpio and Aquarius. Okay. So I put some clarifiers for all of these, and at the bottom, so it's like, here's this young energy again. I feel like, you know, someone's being helped. Either you guys are both, or one of you are helping the other, or someone else, or someone's helping you. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Five of Cups. Pentacles. So, yeah, I feel like someone's kind of like being unfair about something. Like, you guys have this opportunity for you, but it's just like, you know, you're sticking through it. Like, you're sticking through it thick and thin, but the thing is, like, there's something wrong that you guys don't know how to get out of right now. Maybe it's debt. Maybe you guys are in debt, and maybe this is going to help you get out of debt. Also, the Hermit and the Three of Wands. See, this person is seriously watching over everything that's going on before it happens, while it happens. after it happens, you know, looking through all the steps. It's a good energy, it's a responsible energy. This person may be looking for somebody else. It's kind of like the, it could either be the decision between evil and good, which is, you know, am I going to be responsible or am I going to just fuck off? And, or it could be that this person's kind of, you know, looking for somebody else, kind of like not really so caught up in a committed relationship. It's kind of like they're weighing options and they're kind of looking around. So that could be one of the issues as well. Now, the Page of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like this person that is the Page of Swords energy, I feel like also has a Queen of Pentacles energy, which means they're being defiant. They're also very secure in themselves. You know, they know what they need and they know what they want, and they're not really trying to do anything hasty or like defiant in any way to be, you know, just like a rebel without a cause. It's just they have their way of doing things, and maybe not everyone understands that. At the bottom of the deck here we have the Knight of Cups, and for that, I mean, for this whole reading together, I would say that that means that there is love in this relationship. There is love, and you guys are trying to offer it to each other, but it's just, there's something being blocked, and that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Now, you guys are both fixed signs, so it's like, you know, when you're stubborn about something, it's kind of like one of you and both are not really trying to give in. You're not really trying to, like, see it from the other person's point of view. It's like, you know you're right kind of thing. So, you know, try to give that up, because that's never good, you know. Stubborn energy, sometimes it's good to see things through, but, you know, if it's both of you doing it, it's kind of like, you know, it's petty. It gets petty after a while. So we have a few cards here. Okay, yeah, so someone is seriously thinking over the situation, because now these all fell out kind of separately, and I'm not going to put them in any particular order because altogether it says the same thing. Someone is looking for something else, something more, something new, something different, and this guy is kind of doing some shady business, right? We know the Seven of Swords is shady business, so together with these, you know, it's like, what are you out looking for? One of you is doing something shady. The other one's kind of staying home. It's like this person knows that something's going on, but it's kind of like, you know, they don't know for sure, and they're just trying to, like, ease the situation. They're still holding on to their own, and their own opinions, and their own you know, way of doing things, and that's why there's such this stubborn energy here, but it's like you're being patient. This one's being more patient than this one. This one's out looking for something new. This one's just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So that is not good, you guys. Let's change that. Let's not do each other shady, you know? Let's see where this goes, right? Alright. So basically in this next section, I'm just going to ask pretty much what your advice would be. You know, how you guys can kind of come together and stay together in this relationship and work it out, and resolutions can be fulfilled, and, you know, needs and wants can be fulfilled as well. So let's see what we can do about this to solve this. Yeah, so basically hard work. You know, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that's just going to be blown over because something is going on, you guys. But in order to have everything you need, it's kind of like you guys have to sit, one or both of you, whoever's doing the shady business, you know who it is better than I do, but one of you has to take a step back and kind of look at everything that's going on, like the other person's doing. Take a step back, take responsibility for what's going on, because this judgment here is like, you know, either someone's going to judge you, you're going to get, you know, you're going to fall on your ass, or something's going to happen, and you're going to have to face it. And so either you are going to come to this realization what you're doing is wrong, or someone else is going to have to tell you, and it's not going to be cute. But in order to get to this place, which is, you know, have everything you need and more, really what you need to do is hard work. And you need to look at the situation. You need to judge yourself in a moral way, in a way, you know, have standards. Know what you want and what you don't, and just do that. I mean, don't be doing anyone shady. It's not going to work out. And in the end, you know, judgment is pretty much like karma, so, you know, whatever you're doing right now, just cut it out. Make sure that you're doing what speaks to you, but that's not doing two people wrong at the same time, you know what I mean? And by two people at the same time, I mean yourself and this person, because you're lying to yourself and them, you know, staying in this relationship or not staying in it, or just, you know, looking for something else. It's kind of like, what are you doing? You know, figure it out. So, you know, be true to yourself, but be true to them too. This one came out, Now this card is like, okay, you need to make a decision. These two different decisions are gonna go completely different ways. One decision is gonna go one way, the other decision is gonna go a completely different way, so it's gonna be a little bit of life-changing situation, but you can handle it. It's not too big of a deal. It's just, it's, you know, gonna change things for sure. Whatever decision you do make, what you're gonna have to make one of them, and maybe that just has to do with if you want to keep going on with this or not. Or if you want to get your head out of your ass or not and become responsible for your own actions and kind of, you know, another thing about this is that I forgot to mention, with swords, all the swords in this reading, the communication is something that has to be there. So if it's not, then that's something that you need to definitely work on. A lot of people don't like to communicate in very deep ways, and I understand that, but in a relationship it's just not really going to work out in that way. So if you have issues, speak up, be clear, and, you know, state your claim, or nothing's ever gonna be the way you really want it to be. So, okay, so there could be a third party, but basically, and some arguments because of that. I don't really know where you met this person, but I also feel like kind of a playful energy, if not a hostile energy. It could just be a playful energy. Maybe you met each other like, I don't know, boxing or kickboxing or some, you know, playful sport, but it could be arguing because of, and look at this guy next. He's kind of satisfied. He's like, I've won, you know, I'm not really trying to, like, make any extra efforts here. I know that I'm going to beat you every time, and I'm satisfied with that. So it could be a hostile energy, but the thing is here. First two, very great energies. That means there's hope for you guys. But also there's this third one. It could mean that, since these two are here, I'm going to go ahead and say it's more of a good thing. I wouldn't really say, like, it could be a third party, especially with these two cards, you know, down here. But, that'll only be for some of you, and for some others it will be maybe collaboration, right? Because Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. In the beginning you had Ace of Pentacles, so that's good. I mean, maybe you just need to collaborate on something, come together with something. Aquarius are really humanitarian, and so they like to, you know, help a whole range of people in the world. It's not just like individual one-on-one. Scorpio is kind of like, you know, opposite that. They don't like to really have close relationships with many people. They're kind of private people, so it's not that they don't like to help people, it's just that Aquarius is so much more open, so much more like talking to everybody and being friends with everybody, while Scorpio is not like that at all. You know, it's kind of just do what they need to do, close with who they're close with, and everyone else can fuck off. I don't trust you, you know. So maybe you guys can help each other, kind of like teach each other something with that. But I feel like the collaboration definitely needs to be there, the communication definitely needs to be there, and yeah, I think that's all for you guys this month, or actually week, rather. And I really hope that you liked that reading. Let me know if that resonated with you in the comments. Please like and subscribe right now if you like this idea, and if you're excited about this idea. Let me know what your combinations are, because I want to do those for you guys. I want to get these videos out for you guys, what you want to hear and what you want to see. So let me know what your couples signs are, and we'll go ahead and do those like right now. So let me know in the comments, and let me know if you like this, let me know if you didn't, and I'll talk to you soon. Alright, bye.